Hey, good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Welcome to another Waterfed Wednesday, where we go beyond the bucket to bring you industry insights, gear updates, and expert interviews. And today we have our special guest, former co-host, regular
Former
co-host,
co-host.
Shawn Gavin. How's it going?
Great, man. How are you?
Doing fantastic. This has been a good start to August. A lot of exciting things coming up. Um, Certainly want to go over those things. Just a important reminders as always. Check out our website tuckerusa.com, where we're having our 10% off store wide sale all August, and this is for our direct consumers. And also we have for our B2B partners, they're able to get the 10% discount as well. Um, we just wanted to announce that over on our Facebook page, so we readjusted the name. So if you haven't yet joined that group, I encourage you all to do so. Our Facebook group page is Clean Tech Pros Solar and Window Cleaning Group. And exciting news, we just hit 1,000 members on there. So please log on there and join. We'll have a uh, giveaway coming soon and celebrating our 1,000th member. Also, last week on YouTube, we also got over 1,000 subscribers,
Wow. Right at 1,000. Very cool.
batting 1,000.
Batting 1,000. Yeah, there's some longtime veterans in that group handing out advice to newbies and other vets alike. So definitely some good info going around in there.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. We got, yeah, like he's mentioning, we got Ryan DeHoop, our solar cells, and also Jamie Hallman and several others who are uh, great experts in their field. So definitely join up. If you got questions regarding our gear, obviously you can give us a call, but also head over to the group. You'll get some great insight. Uh, Looks like we have Mr. Solo Clean joining us. Also, looking over at Instagram, where we get a lot of people coming in and viewing us, and it's unfortunate with our streaming software; it doesn't really stream the comments in there. But I did want to give a shout out to, let's see, who was it? Squeegee Samurai. He joined us first, and he was the first one to comment. So, welcome everybody over on Instagram as well.
Very cool.
So I want to set the stage. Obviously, our episode is huge convention talk and 2025 season check-in with you, Shawn. So we're talking about how the cleaning season has been shaping up, and kind of giving you a sneak peek of what we're going to be what's going on at the huge convention as well. So, Shawn, let's get into it. Can you give us kind of a broad view of how this year has been for the water-fed window and solar panel cleaning?
Yeah, it's been the first thing that comes to mind for me is it's been hot. Like everyone I talk to is like, man, I'm burning up over here. It's just the country's pretty warm in terms of the day-to-day temps. So, in the solar world, the contractors I'm talking to, it's interesting to see, how early they start so they can finish, especially these rooftop installations and stuff. There's some serious heat up there, and just trying to stay safe from that standpoint and stay hydrated. But it overall, it feels like a very profitable and a very productive year for the contractors that I'm in contact with. Lots of growth. Markets seem to be doing well for the most part across the United States, especially with windows and solar. So it seems to me as if there's definitely a lot of promise and a lot of growth going on out there in terms of individual companies.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're seeing people not paying attention to the noise that's what's going on and just forging ahead. So that's good to see. It looks like we have uh, Jamie, uh, Tucker Pro Jamie. That's Jamie Hallman over on Instagram joining us there. Thanks for chiming in. Also, Mr. Solo Cleaner, gotta have the Yeti loaded with water and ice. Um, definitely stay cool out there. You're right. These warehouse rooftops are no joke. Absolutely.
Yeah, man, I was out on one in LA like last Friday with Ryan, and first of all, I was blown away by the size of it. It's just like, where does this begin and end, And but just from a environmental standpoint, it's just brutal up there. So got to stay hydrated for sure.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. So we talked about from the, our customer perspective or our contractors. What about how is the season going here at Tucker?
That's been good. Just like our customers, we've seen some steady good growth, month over month, year over year, focused on, some new products that we've brought out. A lot of the things that we're focusing on here are internal, processes, culture, the team itself, making sure everybody's a good fit, making sure we're all focused and going in the right direction as an organization, and really just trying to make sure that we're all focused on being a team. There's about 20 of us here, and that's a pretty close knit group. And from a product innovation standpoint, I've always got a few things in the works. Obviously, we've got a big product coming out at the huge convention in 2 weeks. I've never really been too good at keeping a secret, so this one's been a little tough. But the 20th, we're gonna have some info come out on the 20th.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay tuned. And you've done surprisingly well keeping it under wraps, for sure. So we had some products at the beginning of the year that we came out with. Maybe it was a little bit before, but talk about, like, we had the skid and we've had some truck builds too. Could you
Yeah,
give us insight on
yeah,
those?
truck builds are fun. From time to time, the custom stuff comes our way. That's a good outlet for me because I tend to put my hands on those. I just wrapped up another custom build for a company out of the Vero Beach, Florida area. Longtime customer. Just wrapping with him yesterday. It's like, he's just celebrating the fact, with gratitude about this is the third type of system we built for him that's custom. So he's about to put his third truck on the road, and he's just really excited about that. And it's awesome for us to be able to grow with our customers as well, right? But on the custom side, that's where I get excited. And we try and line up these builds for, like, while I'm around, because I'm in there, I'm in the trenches of the layout, and we've got our team actually doing the work from an install standpoint. But it allows me some liberty to get creative with what we can do in spaces. And obviously we've got the skids, right? So, the ultimate skid and some other options for those skids where you can customize it and, made to fit in those smaller trucks like the Maverick and probably like the Chevy Colorado, any of those smaller platforms. The Tacoma, I would guess it would fit in those as well. But yeah, that's where I'm having a lot of fun, is just with these builds where you're not limited to, like, oh, I got to unload and wheel it. There's only so much you can do on a little two-wheel cart, right? So yeah, I've been enjoying those, and I see that market taking off more and more for us in terms of the custom and big kind of purpose built systems.
Yeah, really proud of the work that's been done behind those. And you started off with the one last year on that. I think it was a trailer build, right? And then this year it was a box truck.
Yeah.
Um, so that was awesome to see. And it's really a testament to our company. That's some of the stuff that's, that you're not going to see with others, where, we obviously have our core product line, right?
Mhm.
That you can get, and certainly everyone would be get the performance needs, but to have the ability to be trusted by individuals out there that need a lot of volume of water, or custom things like that. So it's really cool to be a part of. And surprisingly, I'm coming from the production world before in the RVs,
Mhm.
where custom isn't so much a thing. And I'm like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that. But you're like, no, we're going to keep on doing it. So I respect that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's a lot of fun for me. And the one thing that people don't realize is, you're as a business, if you've got your system set up and you kind of focused on doing what you do day in, day out, somebody throws a custom thing your way, it's like a wrench in the whole thing, right? And I think that's why in the RV world or whatever, that's the perspective, is like, no, we're just going to do this. And we obviously have to have those product lines and those production lines that just do the same thing. I mean, there's guys that just build rival carts here all day, every day. And that's what they do all year, right?
Yeah.
But in addition to those, we've obviously got the ultimate residential kit. It's been massive for us over the last few years. I remember when I put that together, I just knew that was going to be a huge value. Anybody getting into it or just wanting a new setup, you get some of everything. Adding a new truck, just buy this kit. the guys got everything they need on that truck now at that point. So yeah, it's been a good year from that standpoint for sure.
Yeah. Hey, I want to highlight this over on Instagram. It looks like we're going to share from some different source, but we have someone joining in from France. So
Very
cross
cool.
country continents.
Yeah,
Uh,
awesome.
thank you for joining us. I'm not sure what time it is there, but I'm sure you're having a great time there.
It's late.
uh, mentioning the res kit, obviously we've had that for well over a year, maybe close to 2 years now. Now this year we've done something a little bit different. We have incorporated the water power H2 Pro. I'm
Mm,
kind of going off script here, but
sure.
uh, what what was the maybe the reasoning behind adding something like that or bringing on board the water power H2 Pro?
Yeah, I mean the rival system's great. Obviously, they from a performance standpoint, it meets the needs of almost the whole market, right? I mean, the market can be defined as on the window cleaning side specifically. That fits like 85-90% of the market. But the difference between it and the H2 Pro is the H2 Pro's got some proprietary filters on it, and sometimes that can be a bad word in any industry, right? Whether it's a car or whatever it may be that you own, it's like, well, it's proprietary, this piece. But the proprietary aspects to that cart, the H2 Pro, basically make it perform better from a flow standpoint, and they also allow for you to do less maintenance throughout the year, right? So, for instance, the pre-filter on a rival cart, we came out with this combo filter years ago, and now you see it on a lot of different brands carts, but it's only rated at 5,000 gallons, which is pretty good for the size of it. But the pre-filter on the H2 Pro is rated for over 80,000 gallons. So some people will never even change that in a season. And on the DI side of the same setups, the rival cart's got a small DI, same one everyone uses. It's the refillable little blue and white 4-inch by 10-inch deal. And but on the H2 Pro, it's 4-inch by 30-inch. So it's exponentially larger. So
Mhm.
it's more about like the maintenance and the downtime than anything else, right? The the amount of time that you have to spend changing out your filters is far less, and so there's a lot more value built in there in terms of the systems themselves.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why I really like those H2 Pro cards. Just you mentioned, just the you just go to work. A lot of times guys do forget about those pre-filters. It's obviously more evident with your DIs going out, but
Sure.
we'll get, and that's why we went to the clear house and the rivals.
Mm-hmm.
People forget about it, and now you can visibly see it. So then that's what would lead up to, hey, my RO is not performing well on my rival cart. We'll have you change your pre-filter. No, oh, there you
Yeah.
go. But now with that H2 Pro, just to have the ability to just to work longer without having even to worry about it. So
Yeah, and
that's
the H2 Pro's been around, well over 10 years. We used to private label it for a company in the industry, and they've gone their own way as many do. But the products come back to us, and it's something we can offer the market. And it's in the ultimate res kit, you can do it as a slight upgrade in terms of the cost or whatever else. But it's massive value. But it's also available with an electric motor, and so a lot of people in the solar world are gravitating towards that because it puts out a lot more water, and obviously in that space, that's what you're looking for.
yeah, definitely that's a great system for all those reasons. Um, Wanted to make mention, sorry, if you're on Instagram, I think we might be back up and running. Over here on my end, it does still look frozen. So if we are back up and running on Instagram and you're finding the connection's not stable there, check us out over either on our Facebook page, business page, or our YouTube. So we're still streaming live there. So
As
yeah.
far as we know.
Well, I'm giving some people are saying on here works now. So
Cool.
and I think we got Jen hanging out in the back end helping us out. It's working again. Awesome.
Very nice.
Cool.
Thanks.
So we talked about what's going on you here. Really wanted to highlight the culture thing. You made mention of it. And obviously it's an important thing. We hear about it all the time in the industry. make sure your culture's good. Um, why is it that's such an important thing in
Yeah,
your
I mean,
opinion?
the reality for me is, the when the culture's right, and when everyone's on the same team and everyone's going in the same direction, it's just easier, right? It's easier for us as people that are running the company. It's easier for our customers calling in to do whatever the interaction might be with us as a brand. It just makes things a lot more enjoyable as well, right? And it I touch on this a lot with the team, but day to day outside of this place, everybody's got all their own baggage, their own things they got to deal with. Somebody's aggravated in a roundabout because they don't know how to drive or whatever else the case may be, right? Don't know how to cross the road. Outside you got to deal with all that. In here, we should be able to let all that go and just have a really great time at work, where you really spend most of your day, right? Like
Yeah,
I don't care what time you get up in the morning, you're probably spending a big chunk of your hours at this place if this is where you work. So I really don't have a whole lot of capacity for anything other than it being a great place to be. And I think for the most part, people love that. People have a good feel for that. People tend to stick around here. It makes things easier on us as a company. Turnover is expensive, right?
yeah,
I think I read something at one point that the average new hire costs, somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000 just to get them up and going. So if you're constantly flipping that, that's very expensive. So your costs tend to rise, prices tend to go up. So we've had some turnover this year where we really had to look at some things and decide if it was the right fit for us. But yeah, I constantly try and drive that home. Just the vibe of it in and of itself, right? You want it to be a place where you want
yeah,
to go, and if you can create that environment and that atmosphere, then you can get a lot more done too, not just from a productivity standpoint, but from a creative standpoint,
yeah,
right? Like, hey, what do you think? What do you think? And it really drives the innovation here sometimes.
yeah, absolutely. And you know, uh, maybe it might be a surprise to you guys that you hear us talking about that maybe sometimes we even have to go through turnover. We're not any different than anybody else.
Sure.
What I would say is where we're different or working on a different mindset is to not allow that to permeate and drag things down, which you tend to hear on the Facebook groups and uh, you just can't hire good workers these days. But that's negative. It's false.
Yeah.
It's something you just got to keep on working on and making sure it's a prior. It's seen that as it is a priority. So,
Yeah. There's a
uh,
lot of really good people out there.
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
no doubt about it.
I want to get into mid-season adjustments that drive growth. So, why is the middle of the season best time to what do a couple of things here: replacing aging gear, retrain crews, or review pricing and customer touch points?
Yeah. So I think, August is an interesting time, right? Like when I had my window cleaning business, I always thought, that I always thought about like what's driving the dip, right? In the busy season. And there's a lot of theories, but I think some of it is, if you've got if you have a household where you're a family and your kids are out of school for the summer, this is like right before they go back. So a lot of people are trying to squeeze those last precious moments in with their kids and with their families and taking trips and everything else. It's the last thing on your mind as people that are running the household or whatever else, maintenance around there. So I think that has a big part of it. But what we tried to do when we had the window cleaning business was in those moments make calls, be proactive, right? I know you don't really want to hear from us, you're probably not gonna pick up the phone, but just pepper them and keep out there and keep in front of people. And for us, I mean, with the supply company and the manufacturing company at this point, it's the same kind of thing, right? We're trying to be in front of you. I'm on Waterfed Wednesday today. We're running sales because it's the summer and it's like, okay, let's keep things going from that standpoint. We have some big customers globally that we put different things in place during August. So we know that we're going to have huge orders coming from, overseas partners that will drive our not only August but right through the slow season through winter. And one of the things that I would suggest on the service side of things is try and put people in August, even if it's at a discount, because you're still driving that month's revenue and staying busy, unless your goal is to stay smaller and take August off, right? There's a lot of different mindsets from that standpoint. But with anything in business, I think it's a matter of being proactive. There's a quote, and I don't really remember the exact thing, but I think it was like Henry Ford or somebody said, to something about advertising, right? Like to stop advertising to save is like nuts, right? You gotta advertise, whether you're busy or you're slow. You got to put your name out
Yeah.
there. So it's just a matter of putting yourself out there and being relevant all the time.
Yeah, great points. Jamie and I got on episode, I think a few episodes back, talked about a lot of those same points. It's a lot like a roller coaster about last time. It's like, and if you have that mindset, okay, I'll shut off my ads or whatever you're doing to promote your business. Well, that's might be fine when you're at your high points, but then all of a sudden, like that roller coaster, it's going to come down. And then if you're not already engaging in those things, you start back up advertising, but it takes a while to get let that set in, and
Yeah.
people will actually call it, have that call to action, and they'll want to call up.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're back up there again, and then better shut these off. So just leave them
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Just leave them on, and you gotta find that sweet spot. But like I said, there's a lot of owner operators that they're taking the summer off too.
Yeah,
They're taking August off. They're doing whatever. But yeah, I think it's natural. Every year it comes. You know, the winter hits and then we're slow too, right? But you got people in certain areas where in the winter they're slammed, right? So you've got that whole aspect from
yeah,
different parts of the country too.
yeah. We got Sleeveless Style joining us. Obviously, that's Kevin Hargis. So
Very cool.
welcome aboard, Kevin. Yes, definitely. Be proactive. Don't just let those calls come in. Take action
Yeah.
for sure. We talked about this at the beginning, so let's bring it home here. The huge convention. Obviously, you mentioned we're going to be announcing something on the 20th. So the dates of the convention are the 21st through the 20. Well, maybe I'm getting this wrong. I'm always thinking about our side as the
Yeah.
presenters. I think it's in the 20th to the 22nd, something like that.
Yeah, the
Um,
20th, I think it's the IWCA is having a safety training with Mike
right.
Draper on the 20th. I think it's a full day deal. That's outside the huge registration, and everything else is a separate registration. If you're set up for that class, last I heard there was maybe 30 or so people. That's been a week or two since I've chatted with the IWCA about that. But if you're set up with that class, right afterwards, there's a happy hour that we're sponsoring with the IWCA and probably some other companies at this point. I know last I checked, we were the only ones sponsoring, but usually people funnel in and sponsor that from a different manufacturer or supply house standpoint. But a number of our guys from our team will be there
Yep.
after that safety training. So if you've signed up for that, stick around, chat waterfed gear, Tucker gear with the team for sure. Huge convention is going to be awesome. I will not personally be there, but we've got a lot of our team going to be there. Um, and we've got a new product that we're going to showcase, as well as the Ultimate Residential Skid
Mhm.
and a number of our other systems like the H2 Pro. I think there's a rival there. Screen cleaners, most of our day-to-day type stuff is going to be on display. So come on by and check it out and say hello
Yeah. So we'll
in
be
Nashville.
absolutely at the Gaylord out there in Nashville. We'll be at booth 631 if things don't change. Just look for the big black and yellow Tucker banner, just like this. We got a 10 by 20 booth. We have a couple of tables there if you want to come out and just hang out, rest a bit. We'll love to chat with you. And just like you mentioned, we'll have that alternate residential skid. So if you've seen it on our website, you want to see it in person, great opportunity to swing by and check that out. Obviously, check out what we're unveiling there. And then, like you mentioned, everyone's always looking for a deal to be had. So hit us up there. We'll have Jamie, Ryan, and Cody. Uh, Speaking of Cody, there he is. He's always helpful with the info.
Cody's got the facts.
He's
That's for
yeah.
sure.
So Jen, if you can post that back up there, There we go. Huge convention exhibits are open the 21st to the 22nd. So, uh, yes, please stop on by and chat with us. We love talking with everyone, talking shop. I've been, I think, going to these since from my end since 2021, and you love just seeing the same faces and
Yeah,
just catching up. It's always a good time. Um, there was one other point I was going to bring about that. Well, we'll chat. Just come and chat, and we'll talk about it. um, so yeah, we're here. It is 2 more minutes, and it's approaching the 4 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. So, want to wrap this up, Sean. So, just to recap, we've gone over some season trends that we've seen out in the field and here at Tucker. So if you are just joining us and you missed the episode, don't worry, we'll have it rebroadcast on our YouTube channel and a Facebook group or a Facebook business page we'll have there as well. We do have Wow Pressure Washing. That's Cole. Can't wait
very
to
cool.
see what's next. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I was hoping to see you there, but I think we'll look out for you at another show. I think you were talking about maybe doing the one in next winter, so that'd be great. So we
Yeah,
have
February, IWCA and
yeah,
PWA is joined up. I'm really excited about that one. I will be there for that. That's a long time coming. I'm really
yeah,
excited. Those guys have teamed up with those two organizations, bring pressure washers and window cleaners together with a real focus on safety.
yeah,
That's something I'm very passionate about. So both those organizations drive that message as well. So it's about time. I'm pretty stoked for that.
yeah. That is going to be fantastic to get those two together, and hopefully it's something that will stick around for that way for a long time coming.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we are wrapping it up here. So definitely, if you missed out, check out all our episodes. Best places over at our YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe, like all those good things. Turn on your notification bell. Make sure you don't miss another episode. I know a lot of times people want. I've got some people that reached out. Jacob from California. He's like, you got to do this in the evenings. Well, right now it just doesn't work for us. But
Yeah.
you definitely catch up on those episodes at anytime you like over on YouTube. So please don't forget, all this month we have our 10% off store wide sale. If you're a Team Tucker member, you get to save more.
Yeah. Team
Uh,
Tucker members crush it.
yeah,
I wish that was around when I was buying gear. That's for sure.
yeah,
You know, look at some
absolutely.
of these orders come through, and you're like, "Whoa, look at the savings."
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. So if you're looking to invest into waterfed equipment, now is a great time to do so and check out Team Tucker. So, as always, we appreciate all of you joining us. We definitely look forward to next week. We'll have Michael Draper with Expert Safety Services. Will be great to chat with him as always. Sean, thank you for taking
thanks for
time
having
out.
me.
Yeah, absolutely. And until next week, catch you guys later. Have
Stay
a good
safe,
one.
everybody.
Bye.